Dear CEOs and industry leaders, you are most graciously welcome to Akulmach Business Bunker. This is a forum where you are able to showcase your products to the masses, to the investor, to the prospects, and to your client. And if you want to promote your company and yourself, you have landed at the right place. Before we continue, do like and subscribe our channel. Hello, friends. Welcome to the Business Bunker. And you know that we gather every Friday to discuss business aspects. And we also gather to discuss the pressing issues which is affecting our business. So, as you know, the Akulmach Business Bunker is a forum where we provide B2B and B2B to C association for your products, for your offerings, and we also enable our panel uh, experts to use the online presence. We make them online actually, and right now as we speak we are getting broadcasted live on all social media platforms, and you can engage with us wherever you are, whichever part of the world you are located. You can engage with us by using the chat function in your social media platform. And as you know, we are live. We will take your suggestion or any questions that you may have during our show, and we will address that question straight away. We also enable the social media presence for a lot of businesses and variety of businesses. I mean, the businesses today are all moving on the digital platform, and all of these platforms are now available on social media. So we make sure that the engagement between businesses and between business and client also happens online. So this is our core objective of Business Bunker. And before we start our show, let me invite the panelists. And again, I like to say that you can actually use the chat function in social media platforms, whichever social media platform you are watching us from, and you can send in your suggestions and questions. And you can also get connected with us using this barcode. All you have to do is point your mobile phone camera on this, and you will instantly get connected with our channels. So, without further ado, let's welcome our guest today. So, our guest is Kanchan Verma. Welcome to the show, Kanchan. And
Hello,
why don't you
me. It's so pleasure to be part of this show every Friday. So I look forward for a very fruitful and amazing discussion.
Well, Kanchan, thank you today. One more thing I like to say that you can start by giving little bit introduction about yourself and your elevator pitch for the viewers, so that they can engage with you.
Well, my name is Kanchan. I am heading Akulmach. We provide a social platform for businesses for any type of product or services. You can avail our platform. We have a robust platform, and you can reach to your target clients through our platform. We are young and talented professional, and thus you can take leverage of our platform in a very good way.
Excellent. So I'm sure a lot of people who want to leverage and make their social media presence felt, they can reach out to Akulmach and they can leverage our platform. Uh, Before we start our discussion today, panel discussion, it is about the aspirations. You know, it is about the new India, which is aspiring for new heights. And you know, well, these are very loose words, but when I say that you're inspiring, I think what are the opportunities which are available for young Indians and startups, and to bring that in front we actually conducted the survey, which is last week's survey, again on social media. And I like to show the results of the survey conducted. The was, if you have money, what will you do with that money? And in this survey, we actually left out the fintech purposely because fintech is already happening for last 10, 15 years. But then these are the new areas where people want to invest money. I mean, if they have funding, the top most opportunity that people expect today is the education sector, which is the education technology. 34% people have it for investment in this particular arena. So, I mean, if you look at this, uh, there are a lot of potential in the education technology space. A lot of schools need to go online, and therefore, a lot of entrepreneurs want to invest in this space. So, out of this is the majority of this is the main item. The edtech will attract lot of investment in 2022, followed by the space technologies, because a lot of space related development is also going on in India. So a lot of space tech new companies, startups are also coming up, and 29% people said that if they have the funding, they will actually space tech companies, followed by robotics, and then, to my surprise, followed by medtech. So only 15% people say that they will like to start a medical technology company. But I think this is a fair understanding also, even though medtech attracts only 15%, but then this is a very, very specialized field where you need to have a doctorate or a medical profession and all that, and the number of the medical professions are less. So I think the survey results are speaking for themselves, especially the important part is edtech. So now I've displayed the survey results. Let's get back to our panel discussion. So Kanchan, uh, I think the survey results are very, very clear. What is your opinion about investing in education technology, and what is the kind of innovation you expect as a business owner, as an entrepreneur in education space? Did you hear my question, Kanchan? Are you able to hear me?
I am able to hear you. I think there's some problem in video. Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you now. I can hear you also. So my question was that in the arena technology, nearly a majority of people said that there is a need for new technology in education space, because a lot of schools need to get online, a lot of universities need to start new way of teaching, reaching out to parents as well as to students. So a lot of innovation is waiting to happen. So you as an entrepreneur and you as a startup owner, what you see in edtech coming during 2022? What is new here? I mean, what is that you missing in the current education system, for which you would like to invest money and develop a new system?
Okay, well, I've just seen your survey, and EduTech got the highest. People are interested in that, and space technology is also one field which is coming up very fast. And though as a person, I think I my passion lies in the space because there are so much new things are happening in that field. But when I'm talking about business science and I'm talking about expanding money and setting up business in the current, maybe today. So for that, I will go for education technology because now, due to COVID, many things have changed, and due to this, many lifestyles also been changed. Now, when I remember when I was a child, I used to go to school and I used to experience physical, real time things, real time interaction. But now children are not in that scene. They are missing that part of their development. And technology need to be to enhance when we are talking about education, because now there's AI, there's multiverse, so all this has to be integrated with education, so at least we can have a real time experience for our children. So I will be spending this money on education technology, because I will like to combine technology, software, hardware, and learning skills, learning technologies also into one, and present a robust platform for our growing children.
In fact, I fully agree with you because I think the physical experience is completely left out during the past 2 years. And in my opinion, I think what is missing is the real touch. So, we want to make the education digital, but at the same time, we want to make sure that there is a physical aspect of it. So, I think there are new development is happening, and when we talk about new investment in edtech arena, the augmented reality is also coming up in a big way. And when we talk about augmented reality, I think there is a need for smart business people to identify that opportunity and bring the aspect of merging your physical world with your digital world. So that will give lot of benefit to the student, because right now the students are just watching the screen, and it's one to many type of study material where teacher speaks and all the student in their screen look at the teacher, and they will see their colleagues and their classmates in small boxes. I think that is not giving them enough experience as we got when we went to the school. So I think using the AR functions, I think there will be a lot of reality which can be brought in into your 2D platforms, into your video platforms. So I think that is the next level of innovation which is waiting to happen. I think in a couple of months, both Apple and Facebook are going to launch their augmented reality devices and stuff like that. And Facebook is also, they've changed their name to Meta, basically worse, and they are also bringing a lot of these applications available on Facebook. So time is not far where the smart business people start investing, start approaching Facebook to allow new education applications to be hosted on Facebook platform or Google platform or Microsoft platform, and bring the augmented reality as part of the education system. You feel, Kanchan?
I feel when we're talking about in the context of India, I think there's a rise in online education, especially if you see not the academic one, but personalized courses are already doing very well. And when we are talking about AI and multiverse or augmented reality, I think time has come to take a next level and take the education on a next level, because if you see 2020 education was already on rise on computers, because if you see the whole business in 2020 was about industry was about 750 billion US dollar, and it is rising every day. And when we are talking about technology, education technology, I think it's high time, not me, but everybody should go into that. And a part of this, I feel, when now current scenario, I feel few things are missing. As you mentioned that they children glued to the computer screen, watching a small windows of teachers and or the teachers and the friends. I mean, or other students. So, but I think that time has come that children should have more good experience about their education. And nowadays, what many of the time it becomes burden, because they have to study, then they have to do class work, homework, submit. online. So that's a lot of work for the children. So I think time has come to integrate technology with the education and give a lifetime experience for our children.
Yeah, so I think a lot of people are experiencing this gap, whether they, for their children and generally in the society, experiencing this gap in the education system. So, education is not simply reading the book in a PDF format. I think the part of growing up is also learning to treat other people equally, learning to handle situations, and that is the current fifth and sixth standards, they're all missing out that. Going to playground, playing some games. So all of those things are being missed. But I think we have made important point, and let's move on to the next category, which we got the highest vote in our survey, and that is the space tech. So 29% people said if they have fund, they will actually like to invest in space tech. So, what this means essentially, it means that a lot of people are quite aspiring to help the Indian space program. As you know, that Indian space program is available for the world because India, among the top five nations, have the capability to launch the space vehicles of various kinds. There are different records have been set up by Indian Space Agency (ISRO) by launching 104 satellites in one vehicle. So I think there are a lot of such things are happening. A lot of other countries find ISRO as an alternate to send their satellites in space because everybody cannot NASA or Ariane or Chinese companies. So Indian is one option for the space launching. Having said that, there are a lot of gaps, especially. I mean, if you compare the other space agencies, we are still lagging behind. And to cover that, we need to basically bring the smart people from the private sector to associate with ISRO and develop a lot of these, technologies, make R&D, and especially in next 2 to 3 years are very exciting because uh, we are sending a mission to Venus, we are sending mission to Moon, we are also sending mission to Mars, and we are also in 2023 launching our first manned mission to space. So a lot of opportunities, lot of the opportunities for people who want to invest money and create a startup scenario. Support is available from the government. So 29% people feel that they would like to invest in space tech. What is your view, Kanchan?
Well, my first choice will always be EduTech because even if I'm spending maybe after some time when we are established in education technology industry, I will go maybe venture into space through education because any case if we are setting our base in on Mars, we need education for that planet also. So I will be going through that medium, but yes, as you mentioned, we require a lot of professional. Actually, a good professional. What we require in space industry. India is again is working very hard. The current government is giving a lot of emphasis on space development because we need people who have passion for the universe and they can also work as a navigation services for outer space and a part of this, I think that is also very essential. Going outside of space is also very necessary to minimize the effect of bad thing on the earth. Because if we have a good support system on earth, then only we can do much better when we're talking about space.
In fact, yesterday there was a news about a young entrepreneur from Bangalore uh, who has developed a new type of solar cell which does not require any sort of light. It is remarkable because you can put that solar cell anywhere inside the room and it runs on a ultraviolet, which is available even in the darkness. So using this solar battery, you can generate electricity anywhere. So a lot of these innovations are happening. What we need is to encourage such people who are coming out with these innovations. And the limit when it comes to space technology is limitless, because whatever you do, it is still less. So I think I don't agree with the survey result completely, even though it is real. But I think the space tech has more opportunities, or probably at par with education tech, in my opinion. What do you feel, Kanchan?
I feel when we're talking about the survey, I think edutech and space tech is interrelated. Once we have a profound and experienced professionals who understands, who are educated, who are ready to take the challenge of the space, and that training has to be done through education. So that means I think they both are interrelated, and yes, space is the new field to venture, and it will be very dynamic to going forward for space. But I think we should be having a robust base of education technology before really we take a leap towards space.
Yes, I think I agree with you over there. And when we talk about space exploration, or also medical exploration, I think the next subject is robotics. So let me display the survey results. And the third in row was robotics. So that is also an upcoming field where people want to invest. 22% of the people said if they have money, they will invest in creating robotics of various kinds. Now, if you imagine, robotics are used not only in space, but robots can help you in anything. I mean, it can take a household. It can help you with your cooking. It can also help with transmission. It can help with walking the dog. It can also help delivering your Amazon orders. So again, this is a very vast field. And in India, people said that if they have fund, they would like to start a robotics startup. Your opinion, Kanchan?
Well, I'm not against the robotics, and I think that is one step ahead, and that enhance the mental ability of humans. But at the same time, I feel that it's good knowledge. It's good to have a know-how about how robotics, and whenever we require in education technology, make use of robotics. In space technologies, we can have use of robotics. But I don't, at the going forward, I just don't want humans to become cyborg, because uh, the robotics is good, but dependency on robotics, I think that will create a problem for human development going forward. That's my feeling. That's my view.
Well, let me give you another perspective. Let robot, take care of your mundane jobs, so that you can look at the future and start looking at what next. So I think that is also one way of looking at it, isn't it?
Yeah, it is one where I think that is okay. But I think I would prefer that I should control all the all the directions myself, rather than taking rather than Robert take charge of me and I look three side of myself. So I don't think that way.
Well, nevertheless, people, almost 20% of the people want to invest in robotic startup, because I think they have their thought process aligned with robotics. And again, you have a robotics technology available with you. There are immense opportunities to create new nuclear power plants to generate more power. You don't have to send humans in harm's way. Also, you can use these robots in space to carry out different repairs, etc. So again, it's very emerging uh, area. And the last one was medtech. Well, medtech does not require too much of discussion, because We already know that medical technology is also evolving and changing very, very rapidly. In fact, the corona, how it was handled, has shown to the world that the in less than a year we had the antidote for corona. But if you compare with other pandemic, it has taken 10 years. So how rapidly medtech is also improved a lot, primarily because of the technology, use of statistical analysis, etc., and use of supercomputers. I think a lot of such development are also happening in the medical technology space also. You have thoughts on this?
I feel that is a field where we require a lot of technology and support. At the same time, I feel human beings should be more responsible so that though they don't get virus and diseases like corona, we have already suffered, so they should have be. I think that is where the whole crux of today's discussion lies. Technology is there. We are going towards space discoveries. We are also into robotics, and we want to do great wonders in this field. But when we are talking about medicines, I think technology is very essential part of the of development of medicines. But at the same time, I also feel that the human being should be more vigilant about their health and about the health of their surroundings, and of course the health of their own planet. So that I think should go hand in hand, technology and awareness. So that's what I feel about medical technology. And I think one more point which I would like to add is that nature has given us everything, and we are using those offerings of which is being given by nature. So we should be more vigilant. We should be more intelligently use that, and make planet safe not for us but for other living beings also.
Yes, Kanchanji, and in fact, for the last time, I like to show the survey results. So, people who are watching us on the social media, if they have bright ideas, they can share with us. Uh, we will make sure that you are connected with the right set of people to basically fructify your. Whether you need funding, we will actually connect with the right partner. If you need any ideas, if you need any people to help you, we will connect you with those kind of people. So I think you're most welcome to reach out to us, especially if you're aspiring. And today's is all about the aspirations. The new India. We need to grow our etc. So I think we have come to the end of today's discussion. But next week, we are actually coming out with very well subject, so don't miss out that. And that is about the forthcoming LIC IPO. So without talking more about it, I'm just keeping people informed that next week we will have a discussion on the privatization, starting with LIC IPO. So Kanchan, thank you so much for joining us today. It was
It's all
lovely
pleasure
talking to you.
talking to you.
So see you next time, and I like to say bye bye for today.
Bye.